works for BSI, obviously, as the organisers of the Grand Prix series, and Jakob Olsen works for Bjarne Pedersen, who was eliminated earlier on.
So the grand final is upon us then, and Jason Crump, who has a fantastic record of 22 Grand Prix wins in his career, 72 finals, and this is his 131st Grand Prix.
Very impressive.
What a record that is. And for Freddie Lindgren, he's only been in 6 finals before tonight, and he's yet to win a Grand Prix. The grand final is on the way. So the grand final of the Nordic Grand Prix coming up here in Vojens, Denmark. We've seen some fast and furious racing here. And who will win? If Greg Hancock can win here in this final, he will have a massive lead going into the 10th and penultimate round in Gorishan in a fortnight's time. Hancock on 16 points tonight then. Crump going off the outside gate, back in the big time in the finals of a Grand Prix. Freddie Lindgren also included. There we see now Greg Hancock on 133, 25 points ahead of Jarek Hampel. Andreas Johnson on 100 and Thomas Golub on 93. So a 25-point lead for that man in the World Championship. And if he wins the final, he'll finish on 22 on the night, and he'll have a 31-point cushion going to Gorishan in Croatia, and you would have to fancy his chances of winning in a fortnight's time, winning the world title. Greg Hancock goes off the inside with that 25-point cushion in the race for the world title. Gate 2 is Chris Holder in the blue helmet. Gate 3 is Freddie Lindgren, and off the outside is Jason Crump. Lindgren, the only one of these 3 riders yet to win a Grand Prix in his career. Chris Holder won one earlier this year at Gothenburg without winning a final because it was abandoned after 16 heats, remember, because of the rain. No problems with rain here in Vojens tonight, and we don't get to say that very often whenever we come here to Vojens, as we build up to a massive race in the context of the race for the World Championship. Any points Greg Hancock gets here, you have to say will be a bonus, because he already has that 25-point lead over Jarek Hampel. Here comes the final of the Nordic Grand Prix as the bike draw and away from the start, and Hancock has made a beauty in the red helmet cover. Hancock has that lead. Now Jason Crump comes round into yellow. A real battle for third as well with Holder and Freddie Lindgren. Lindgren goes wide. Holder takes him to the fence. Hancock has that lead going into lap 2, but Crump is going to charge up the inside and try absolutely everything. If it stays like this, Greg Hancock, at the ripe old age of 41, will have a massive 31-point lead over Jarek Hampel in the race for the world title.
Hancock out in front there. Crump's showing plenty of pace, and there's an epic battle going on for third place between Holder and Lindgren. Lindgren currently bringing up the rear, whilst Hancock is powering away out front.
Oh, Crump tries the inside now, but Hancock has that lead going into the last lap here. Greg Hancock is in the verge of something special. Could it be his 14th win of his Grand Prix career? He's been in all 142 Grand Prix, and Greg Herbie Hancock takes a massive step towards world title glory. Second Crump, Lindgren just gets through past Chris Holder, but Greg Hancock surely now, with only 2 rounds remaining, has one hand on the World Championship trophy. 14 years after he last won the world title. A fairy tale story here in Denmark.
A few words there between Lindgren and Holder after Lindgren literally pushed Holder out of the way to get the third place, but Hancock, absolutely sensational winner of the Danish final.
What a ride for Greg Hancock. Sensational. The American fans in the crowd here tonight. Hancock is congratulated by his pits crew. You will not find a more popular character in the world of Speedway than that man, Greg Hancock. Absolutely sensational ride. It worked a treat, and a 31-point lead in the World Championship. Hancock the winner, Crump second, Lindgren got third, but he was very fortunate not to bring down Chris Holder, it has to be said. And Hancock wins the Grand Prix on 22 points. Jason Crump 17, Bier 13, Lindgren 13, and Holder 11.
Yeah,
what a story, Jan.
We saw Holder coming back up to the start line after the race here to plead with the referee, but obviously, let's have a look at the replay. Fantastic start from Hancock on the inside, stays on the inside whilst Crump goes in the dirt, goes for the speed, does generate a lot of speed, but not enough to actually challenge Hancock. Here we see it again. Hancock leads coming out of the first, second corner. And here we see last corner. Holder, this is the lap before, Holder passes Lindgren. A little bit later on we'll see the same thing again, but the roles are reversed, and yeah, sadly we don't quite see it, but Lindgren quite forcefully held off Lindgren for the third place. Other way around, sorry.
Well, there'll be the grin evident when he takes that crash helmet off. He is nicknamed the Grin. He's nicknamed Herbie, whatever you want to call him. He's such a hugely popular character. Great to see Jason Crump back on the podium as well. Freddie Lindgren with a rare appearance on the podium. But, well, if he goes on and wins the world title, you cannot imagine a more popular winner. And great respect from Crump and Hancock. Absolutely brilliant.
Fabulous result.
Just to confirm the standings for you now, Greg Hancock then, after 9 rounds of the World Championship, has 139, 31 clear of Jari Campbell, and Andreas Jonsson on 100. Crump moves himself up into 4th place, and he still has a chance of a rostrum place, which would be, what, the 11th year on the trot for Jason Crump. He ruled out his chances earlier, but he's gone on and got into the final and scored 17 points here in Vojens. Let's get some reaction to the grand final now with Freddie Lindgren and Steve Brandon.
Freddie Lindgren, we know Speedway's tough, but that was an amazing final, your and Chris Holder battle. Yeah, it was a ding-dong battle, that's what we call it. I mean, you know, it was a tough all the way. Chris was pretty hard on me, and in that last one,